Well, Mike Singletary. You can't win with him. You can't lose with him. You can't play with him. You cannot win.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry, bro, because all I can think about is them talking about him pulled his pants down. So I can think.
D'Antoni teams don't win. Name one D'Antoni team that won a championship. You can't because there's not one. Every single time. That's all they care about. They care about offense. They don't care about defense. I want to score the most points. Guess what, though? That does not win a championship. And guess what?
Mike D'Antoni needs to hire Tom Thibodeau.
Exactly. I was just getting ready. When you said hire, I was thinking Tom Thibodeau. Which, I don't know. The Lakers may be looking into that. Did you hear about that?
You said the Lakers?
The Lakers may be. I heard they were looking into Tom Thibodeau coming aboard.
I'm not willing to get a horse jockey out there, man. That dude sends people off to the glue factory. I don't know what it is, man. Just think about Tom Thibodeau's players and injuries.
Oh, true.
They go hand in hand.
Derrick Rose twice on two different teams.
On two different teams, exactly. Like, hey man, that dude sends players to the glue factory, and you already got a LeBron James that got a whole bunch of tread. Don't go kill the young players that we do have. He's great on defense, but you will probably need a Mike D'Antoni. I don't know, man. That combination between Mike D'Antoni wanting to be all speed and Thibodeau wanting to run defense, the team will probably break down faster, man.
Yeah, they'll probably half the team will probably be injured if you have both of them as the coach. Oh my God, the memes tonight and tomorrow are gonna be legendary. It's probably gonna be one with a State Farm commercial with James Harden standing next to. So well, they got one right now. James Harden standing next to CP3. Then next to him is the State Farm guy with the crying Jordan face.
They need to put the robot up there. The robot is talking about, I have emotions.
I feel so sorry for your losing team. Oh, God.
All right, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you calling.
Good. Definitely. Hey, good guess earlier, too, as well, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, appreciate that. She definitely has some good info, too. Some common sense info, but good info.
Definitely. All right, man. I'm listening in, bro.
All right. Take care.
Peace.
All right. Peace. All right. Well, the game is over. And guess who won? Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Are you surprised? The D'Antoni teams do not win. Another year, another opportunity in your lap. It was in your lap. It was given to you on a platter. It was chicken nuggets on a platter with all the sauces. With the barbecue, with the sweet and sour, with all of that. And you could not eat it. But who are you mad at, though? Who can you be mad at? Who can you blame this on? You can only blame this on yourself. All right. We got my man Tyon Mack on the line. Post-game show of Game 6. They lost again.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Banana boat could be. They already got their plip train for next week.
The whole banana boat is out the playoffs right now, man. They can go enjoy themselves with Brian and the rest of the crew.
Oh God, man! What happened?
What happened? The Warriors played basketball. That's what happened. The Warriors finally, I figured this would happen. I called this actually a couple of days ago when KD went down. I felt like we would finish from Game 6 because once KD went down, if you watch this game, the ball moved. We have become so reliant on KD and his greatness that, the other players kind of just sat back and like was in awe. So today, I mean, you just saw, I mean, the strength in numbers. I mean, exactly what our motto is what's been carrying us for the past, 5 years, strength in numbers. And it showed up. Everybody contributed. And Curry and Clay brought us home, man.
Yeah. It just goes to show you, though, that there is depth on this team. Because the question was, well, what depth do the Warriors have? Let me go back to the stats, because a whole bunch of cats got minutes that normally don't get minutes, and they didn't make that many mistakes. Looney with 14, Livingston with 11, Quinn Kick with 2. He played 16 minutes. Jerbico played 12 minutes and had 2 points. Jordan Bell had 4. There is no excuse. You cannot, and I do not want to hear next year. I do not want to get an 8-page report talking about how many calls was missed. Y'all lost. Fans swear you lost. I don't want to hear it.
This is the thing, and I got to give props to Steve Kerr and the way he coached tonight, because I had been saying it, and I was like, one thing I have been saying is Jordan Bell. I was like, why is Jordan Bell not playing? And he had been in the doghouse for like half of the season, man. He had got in some trouble earlier late in the season, and just literally wasn't getting no tick at all. Like, he wasn't getting on the floor. So, with KD going down, like, he literally went to the bench. Jordan Bell is a really good defender. And he handles the ball well. He's an athletic big. And you saw him get a couple easy baskets. You saw him do some rebounds. But more importantly, he changed some shots. That's the thing. One thing that KD gives us that people don't recognize is KD, because he's so long, he changes a lot of shots. So Jordan Bell gave us that tonight. He changed some shots there. He got 2 blocks, but he changed some shots just because of his presence in the paint. Bogut gave us some good minutes for a minute before they started exploiting that pick and roll a little too much, and then he came out. But Looney played excellent. Offensive rebounds, hitting the glass, him and Clay hitting the glass. And then, Clay started us off, we're making timely threes, timely shots. And then, Curry in the fourth quarter, the chef got cooking. And he brought it home, man. And on the flip side, you got to give props to the Rockets. But so back there, like, Chris Paul probably played his best game of the series tonight. At one point, he was just like, I think he made like 10 or 12 points straight in the fourth quarter. And I was like, Jesus, this dude might beat us himself, because he was just rolling.
That's true.
And then all of a sudden, they went away from him. They went away from him. They went back to Harden, and then started kind of trying to swing the ball around a little bit. But, I always feel like, you're in trouble when you have, when you got to have, like, a bench player taking that key shot almost. You know what I'm saying? And they had Gerald Green taking a key shot. Got PJ Tucker trying to take a key shot. Things like that, I think, like, you're really in trouble when you start having to rely on those dudes at the end of the game. And, and on the flip side, we was able to rely on Clay and Steph at the end of the game to finish it.
Yeah. And when the game's on the line, you got those two guys. They're not called the Splash Brothers for no reason. That's not just a gimmicky. That's not just a gimmicky nickname. When the game's on the line, they make threes. It's most important.
Yeah, who said?
It's most important when the game's on the line. Regular season making 19 threes means nothing. Making threes throughout this whole game means nothing if you don't make those threes at the end of the game, which they did. So it's just facts.
Yes. And Houston cannot say anything. This was their opportunity. They kept on saying people, I mean, not even just Houston, but like, reporters, like analysts, all these people was like, the Warriors are done. KD went down. They can't win without KD. They can't beat Houston. Houston's the more talented team. Houston's this. Boom. We finish them. and that's all that needs to be said. Last year, Houston's excuse was Chris Paul went down. That's why we didn't win. But you don't have no excuse this year. You had your starting five. You had all your players healthy. We actually was playing with, KD down. Steph got the messed up hands. He can barely People don't understand how important that guide hand is to shooting the ball. Even though it wasn't his shooting hand, it's his guide hand, and he's a shooter. Like, this dude is a dead line shooter. But one thing about Curry's shot is, like, he aims at the back of the rim with so much art, with art that if he isn't, like, almost perfect, like, that shot is off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ricochets really, really far. So, he had the messed up guide hand, but at the end of the game, it didn't matter. He got it going. And, we gonna wait for Denver or Portland. Right now, I'm almost thinking that Denver is going to win it just because Denver is at home. And we'll wait for Denver.
Yeah, and Jokic has been money. I've been saying this all night and probably for the whole week. I think he's got the most triple doubles during the playoffs. If it's not Russ, but he's got to have more than Russ probably at this point.
I think he has like 4 or 5 triple doubles, but Draymond has 3 triple doubles this playoffs too.
Yeah, you're right. Good point.
Yeah, Draymond quietly, and even in this game, like, Draymond has been quietly playing really, really good, making good decisions, good passing, playing solid defense. But yeah, as you brought up, Denver, Jokic is playing great basketball right now. And them young guards, man, Gary Harris, Barton, Jamal Murray, man, they're giving they're coming at Portland's backcourt, man, which I think is, I think Portland's backcourt is the second best backcourt in the league, right behind the Warriors. I think, Damon McCollum are number 2. And they're coming at them. They're coming at them. And McCollum and Dame have been playing excellent basketball as well. Like I said, only reason I'm taking Denver is because of the home court advantage. I think the home court advantage has worked well for them in the playoffs and during the season. They were pretty much unbeatable at home for the most part. Like, they played really well at home. So, and then also Portland has some injuries that I think is starting to catch up with them. Cancer, with that shoulder injury, he's been playing with a separated shoulder. He a G.
Playing on a separated shoulder.
Yeah, he's been playing that whole series. So it should be a good game on Sunday. But the Warriors won't be playing on Sunday, which is good news. Curry decided to give his wife a early Mother's Day present, decided not to work. So
yeah, he getting some brownie points for that one.
Yeah, so it was a good game, man. Great game.
Yeah. Who do you got between the Rockets? No, not the Rockets. The Raptors and
and Philly?
And Philly, yeah.
Man, so that Philly and the Raptors series has been extremely good. Siakam has had pretty much a coming out party. That dude has been balling. And of course, Kawhi, he's like, I don't even know how much better can he shoot. I think he's shooting like 50, 50, 90 right now. Something like ridiculous. I'm like 32 points per game. And then you have, like, you don't really know which Philly team is going to show up. The Philly team that showed up in Game 6, which was like, Embiid was playing well, getting blocks, Simmons, like, everybody was just clicking. Or, the team that gets, smashed by like 30 points. Philly's so hard to read, man. I feel like because Toronto's at home, you want to take the home team. But I almost feel like Philly has so much talent on that team that they should be able to beat Toronto at home. If you could figure out a way to slow down Kawhi, and you might just have to shadow him the entire game. You might have to put Ben Simmons on him the entire game. Jimmy, or throw Simmons and Jimmy Butler at him the entire game. You have to do something. But I feel like if you can slow down Kawhi, you can win this game. Kyle Lowry, he did his disappearing act as usual. I don't even know where he's at. I forgot he was on the team for a minute. He's been that bad. But I think if you could take out Kawhi, Philly can win that game. I think they have more talent overall.